control of bacteria is like being on a seesaw. If you kill out too many bacteria, you begin to get germs that come from your colon. And that's really a nasty mess. So you have to be careful that you don't overdo it when you treat acne. You're given some acne medicine and you figure, okay, the doctor wants me to use it once a day, I'll use it 4 times a day. That can be a mistake because you can wipe out all of the bacteria that true cause acne, but they also protect you. So you got to keep in mind this is a seesaw and you have to protect, but you need to eliminate some of the germs. So how do you do this? Well, one of the easiest ways is to get some benzoyl peroxide, which you can get at the drugstore actually without a prescription. Benzoyl peroxide comes in 2%, 5%, and 10%. Most people should start maybe with the 2% if they're not familiar with their skin, and they should use it once or twice a day, starting once a day. This tends to get rid of the germs on the skin. Sometimes if you overdo it, you dry out the skin and you kill out too many germs. So if your acne seems to get worse, you've gone too far. The next thing to work on germs is what you wash with. I've got here some Head and Shoulders shampoo. So what does that have to do with acne? Well, it's simple. The Head and Shoulders has got in it an active ingredient which is called pyrethroione zinc or zinc pyrethroione. That kills germs. You not only use this in your scalp, but you use it as a body wash. It does a great job of killing germs. One of the side effects is, in the wintertime especially, if you use it too much, too frequently, it can dry you out. Again, we got the seesaw problem. You got to be careful in what you do. Another way of killing germs is to take an antibiotic, a capsule. The antibiotics, there are different ones that are beneficial. One of them is doxycycline. It's been found, for example, if you take doxycycline and you take the capsule apart and take only about 2/3 of the capsule, you save the other part, take 2/3, sprinkle it on some food and take it. You take one of these capsules a day, then it helps most people's acne. It does not create other problems usually. So what do you do with this? Well, when you get 2 of these parts of the capsule, you take that on the 3rd day. So you got 2 capsules that last 3 days. The doxycycline can make you sensitive to sunlight. It's unusual, especially at this low dose. It can upset your stomach. You should take it with food. It also can give you a headache. It's rare. Doxycycline has been tested to see how long you can take it, and you can take it over long periods of time. The current trend is to try to take the doxycycline for maybe 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks, and once you're better, then you switch over to other things. And again, that brings up the benzoyl peroxide. Another medicine that's very good is called a general group called the retinoids. Tretinoin, retin-A, Tazarac, Differin, Adaptoline, and there are some other names too, all belong to the general group of the retinoids. The retinoids, probably if you had nothing else to help your acne, the retinoids would be the thing to use. But there are problems with retinoids. If you think that things like the benzoyl peroxide dries your skin out, try the retinoids. But the retinoid is the longest, most effective medicine that we have over a period of time. So you need to learn how to use the retinoid. Let me say that first of all, retinoids should never be used if you think you're pregnant, trying to get pregnant, or nursing. They have some effects on newborn, and they definitely have effects on a developing fetus. Therefore, it's absolutely important never to use a retinoid. You need to always stop it if you have any doubt. Retinoids a lot of times are used for years and years after you've had acne because they're good to help take care of sun damage and prevent some of the aging problems. So you need to keep this in mind. You may say, oh, I'm 15, I don't need to know about the retinoids. But time passes and we all get older. First thing about the retinoid is that it tends to dry your skin out. So what you have to do is use it sparingly and carefully. I'm going to unscrew this cap, and I'm going to squirt just a little bit of this retinoid to the end of this tube, and I'm going to put some on, so little that you can't even really see I'm putting it on. And then I'm going to take my finger and work it in. And I'm going to really work it in all over my face. Some people say, should I just use it where I have the acne? No, you need to use it wherever you have oil on your face, wherever you have had acne, or wherever people seem to get acne, which includes all the face. So, 24 hours later, do I put some more retinoid on? No, not really. It's best when you're first starting this to wait about 2 or 3 days and see how that did. And if you do okay, then you can put some more on the same way I did in 2 to 3 days. And after about 2 or 3 weeks, then you can begin to tell how well you tolerate the retinoids. Again, this is Tazorac, retin-A, tretinoin. Those are the 3 most common. If you're tolerating the retinoids well, great. Keep after them. Get it where you can use the retinoids daily. But if you're not doing well, then we have to bring in something like Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. Cetaphil moisturizing lotion is actually a cleanser. It says moisturizing lotion, but it's a cleanser, and you put it on the washcloth and use it to wash with very gently. This does not dry you out. Cetaphil cleanser will dry you out. The moisturizing lotion will not. And sometimes you need to put another medicine on after you've used the Cetaphil cleanser if you're really terribly dried out or itching from Tazorac or tretinoin or retin-A. And that is a medicine which is called Desinad. Desinad comes in a cream or a lotion, and it helps to get rid of irritation. Some people, when they come in, we give them Desinad because we can anticipate they're going to have problems. Other people, we don't expect them to have problems, but they do, and they call, and so we give them the Desinad. So keep that in mind about the Desinad. Now, not everybody responds to the medicines I just told you. Sometimes they need help because they didn't come in soon enough and they didn't get the proper medicines. So what I have here, this is one of the oldest devices or ways of treating acne. It's called the Saalfeld Comedone extractor. Comedone is the medical name for blackheads and whiteheads and other bumps that occur with acne. If you notice, it has a little hole in the middle. It looks like a spoon with a hole in the middle, and it has a sharp point. The sharp point is not always sharp enough for what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes you need to use this number 11 scalpel, which is even sharper and smaller. What this is used for is to simply, with a place where you have a whitehead or blackhead, you poke the whitehead or the blackhead with one of these 2 sharp points, and then you push by putting the hole right over the whitehead or the blackhead, and you force out the whitehead or the blackhead. A lot of people say, well, won't that cause scarring? The answer is, I've never seen it do it. Also, the answer is that I'm afraid if you don't do it, you will probably have scarring. I can't guarantee it, but you probably will. So it's important to learn how to use the Saalfeld. And that's something we can teach you if you need it, or if later on you see that you need it. Sometimes when you've been using the retinoids, you do find blackheads and whiteheads appearing, and people think that it's causing them to appear. It's not. The retinoids are removing skin, which was obscuring the whitehead or the blackhead, and then it's time to get on with these critters. A lot of times when people are in the office, they say, well, what about my younger daughter or son that have maybe some acne or looks like they're going to have it? What can I do? Benzoyl peroxide's over the counter. It's very good to start using on people who look like they're going to come up with acne. A lot of times you can prevent it. Also, something that's sold over the counter is aqua glycolic toner. You can ask for it at the drugstore counter just like you can ask for the benzoyl peroxide. The aqua glycolic toner is a fruit acid, it's called. It tends to stop these pores from being plugged up, and it's very, very good. It's good actually for a lot of different skin diseases, but I won't go into that. There are a lot of other types of acne that I've really not talked about. I've not talked about the severe acne and some complicated acne and variations on acne. This is the mainstream thing that you need to know.